never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Step on, spin move, in zone, scope, sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin move, in zone, scope, sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make
it's the NFL.
It's been a minute since we've been booming, but hey, Metro out here, goddamn me. Damn, I ain't want to get ball first, but fuck it.
Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one close quickly and helped force the incompletion.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Hill. Now they go score, it's complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down. Allen. Flush to his right. That's caught by Dawson. He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It goes an impressive 31-yard gain.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a toss to Singletary running to the left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Working with the shotgun. Here's Allen.
55 yards, 4th and 13. I'll kick the field goal.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's running out of steam and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
He's probably said if you can't get it in the end zone, you can make it 30, 40 yards. And he can't get it. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing more than it'll be 2nd and 10. As a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we're seeing right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really, anytime they can throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are looking to sprint. They just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no.
That shit ain't gonna happen, though, boy.
Run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. We're scoreless after 1. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Shotgun to Brady. Intercepted. It's a play by Guy. And they'll have the football to deep in the red zone as he's brought down at the 5. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
And that's frustrating for the defense because they've got him pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for, right?
That's absolutely perfect as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run. Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense just going to gang up on the run and score.
As he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they didn't get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Oh, the return is Mickens. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. 39-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Nice little drive going last time. 3 interception in the red zone.
But that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points on this. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Will they make up for it? Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Brady going to try and throw on third down. He sets out the screen to Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up the fourth down. And this is it's pulled in by Gronkowski.
Oh, my God. Good play.
52 yards as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. It almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Soul searching now?
I would say so. They need to get out their defense a little bit. They've got to be on the field a little more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? Can you get another chance? It gives you a better chance to do it right. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Coco, stop!
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Being chased out. He can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
First down, Buccaneers.
He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Ryan Suckup on for the point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Allen going to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Mike 45. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. The quick slant caught down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 45 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
20-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Teron Johnson able to pick it. There he goes right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how controlled the game they were here in this 3rd quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have the game again.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Bills 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Bucks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now.
And got his man complete. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there on the catch and run. 79 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The big back Leonard Fournette. Able to push his way in from a yard out. And the Bucks are going to add on to their lead. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. To throw, it's Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Going deep for Diggs. He's got a man complete. 30, 10, and all the way home for Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 89 yards, and the Bills have cut it to within a score. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. Oh, good looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one goes for 24 yards. Brady now on first down. And it's complete to his running back, Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Over the middle to Evans. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On the 9-yard line. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Come on. Rob Gronkowski. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Free to throw again. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And the Bills are going to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Allen flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Devin Singletary there, but now it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On third and long, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Mike Evans, he's going to go. Sir. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
And the Bills are going to recover. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he fires one incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10.
Pull it together. 45.
To throw again. Allen. His throw incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
45.
From the gun, it's Allen. Buying time to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The keeper. Intended for Isaiah McKenzie. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Allen again. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Buccaneers' defense holds and they get the football back. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Switch.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Brady gives this one off to Jones. 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 50 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Extra point try now for Succop. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Buccaneers 41, Bills 15. Bradley Pinion to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he finds Tyler Kroft. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They got another first down. To throw, it's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they weren't getting the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes, and boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. On first down, Brady. And he finds Gronk. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 35.
First and goal, Tampa Bay.
Now Brady again. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Touchdown.
The touchdown all set up by the big play, one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion. This time for the score.
And I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Steps away. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Yeldon fighting. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.